that was the epilogue "What Up" by rapper Big Pooh featuring King Nez. I forgot. I'm not looking at the screen right
Black
now.
Soul.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. Black Soul. And once again, if y'all paying attention, man, like that little that voicemail, that interlude in between there, that was none other than the big homie Big Will.
Yeah.
So I know we just kind of talk about it, like with that that little piece on that track, man. Like how did that kind of come about? You know what I'm saying? Because it's an incredibly dope track. That's first and foremost. But
Hey, man,
to be featured on something like that,
it was crazy, man. You know, at the time, man, when Pooh was doing that joint, he called me one night, 12:30, 1 o'clock, man. And I was working overnight at Sam's Club, man.
Okay.
And he called me, he was like, yo, man, I need you to do a little skit joint for me, man. You know, I want to introduce this song. It's you know, it's called What Up, blah, blah, blah. I want you to do your thing. And I thought he may have had a script or something written. He was like, I said, what do you want me to say? He said, just make sure you have What Up in it, which is the title of the song. And I was like, all right, word. You know, I do anything for my nephew, you know. So I'm sitting around, I'm supposed to be unloading trucks and stuff. I'm sitting back in the office with an iPhone and rocking this joint out, man. And not to be cocky, but it was one hit or quitter, man.
That's what's up.
I rocked this joint and sent it back to him. I said, yo, man, let me know if there's any changes you need me to make, man. He was like, no, sir, that's it. That's fire. And it stuck, you know. And that's how that came about, man. It's one of them about 3 o'clock in the morning episodes, man. So if y'all didn't get y'all microwave the next day at Sam's Club, hey, man, my bad, son.
So I was trying to get on this album real quick,
man,
dog.
I'm trying to give you some credits, man. You be in the liner notes, son.
I definitely dig that. And that's incredibly dope, man. Like I said, to incredibly dope rapper, man. Like rapper, you know what I'm saying? And so to be on something like that, man, that is incredibly dope. Incredibly dope. So I mean, of course, you know, you are you've been around in the game for a minute.
Oh yeah.
Who are some of like your favorite artists? Like what is like your go-to kind of like songs to listen to? Like who are some of your favorites?
I mean, my favorite artist is KRS-One, hands down.
Right.
The teacher, you know, lyric for lyric, I will put him up against anybody. You know, lyric for lyric. You know, I'm a big LL fan.
Okay.
You know, Big Dad. I'm an old school New York hip hop fan, man.
I dig it.
You know, I like that boom bap sound, man. You know, I like the dope producers, you know, the Pete Rocks, the Marley Marls. The Premier is my favorite hip hop producer.
Premier is
you know what I mean? When you start talking about, excuse me, constant, you know, bangers, man, you know, to have the guys with a signature sound, you know a Premier joint when you hear it.
Absolutely.
You know Pete Rock, man. And these are guys that, you know, that I grew up listening to and became, you know, immense fans of, man. You know, I love Redman. You know, I'm a big Wu-Tang fan, man.
I feel like
you know?
Redman is definitely like underrated.
Very
like, people
underrated.
don't talk about Redman enough when you talking about the great rappers that are out here. You know what I'm saying? Like he's definitely not talked about enough.
And still, you know, I think Red is probably in his, of course, is in his 40s now, and he's still dropping bangers. I don't know, the last joint I heard from him was called Rush to Security. That joint's off the chain, man.
Okay.
Red is still red, man. Yeah,
definitely
you know, but just like I said, the old school cats, man. You know, some of the new school cats, you know, I mess with, you know, of course, excuse me, if I gotta, you know, dig into some of my down south guys, you know, Outkast, of course.
Absolutely.
You know, Scarface, UGK. I'm a big Ludacris fan, man. I think Ludacris is a very underrated rapper,
very
man.
much so.
Very
I
underrated
can't
cat.
remember exactly what song it was. And it's, for me, it's sometimes just simple lines that kind of do it for me.
Right.
When he said, I flip O's like Vanna White.
Right.
And I'm like, you know what? Like, nigga, like, I fuck with that. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
you can relate to that.
It's this, the simple lines, man, like, definitely Luda is highly and critically underrated.
Yeah, very underrated, man. You know, I'm a big Lost Boys fan.
Okay.
You know, cats talk about, you know, rapping. I mean, you got to put Cheeks in there, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Cheeks is a dope MC, man. You know, but, you know, back to the Southern cats, you know, I mess with T.I., man. Excuse me, T.I. is a monster for real. I don't know if you, if anybody, I'm going to take you back to that Paper Trail album.
Mm-hmm.
That, what was the intro? 56 bars.
Okay.
Then he goes into I'm Illy. Yo, you could have shut the album down right there, man. And that joint, I mean, he went in. He had some stuff to get off his chest, man. And I mess with Tip, man. I really do, man. You know.
I feel like, I mean, he is, like, it's, once again, it's one of those, when people, I feel like, talk about rappers, it's always like Jay-Z, or it's like and not to say that T.I. is not major, but it's always kind of like, I feel like it's always like the same rappers that people talk about.
Right,
you know,
right.
When you talk about the greats. And once again, like you're saying, like, he's not mentioned enough in that conversation. Because he's made albums that, honestly, I consider classics. Like Urban Legend.
Oh, yeah.
Top to bottom is a great fucking album. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of that, I feel like with music, of course, it is whatever you're going through at the time.
Right.
However, like you can't. Urban Legends is a great album. You know, what I'm saying, about it. It's certain things like certain rappers. I don't know. I feel like they just aren't talked about enough. Even Nelly to me.
Never been a big Nelly fan.
But even like his influence, kind of like in the game. Honestly, Country Grammar to me, I have no skips on the album. Like my personal opinion, there are no skips on Country Grammar.
Right.
Like,
okay.
with the intros, the interludes, all like I can sit and listen to that album in its entirety and be good.
Right. Okay.
But like I said, it's just those definitely like another one of those artists. Just not talked about enough.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and we kind of look at their influence in the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I kind of think that makes more of a difference than anything. Like, how did they kind of, what did they do to change the game? You know what I'm saying? What did they do to kind of leave their mark on the hip hop game? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, once again with T.I., like I kind of felt like that brought between, of course, him, T.I., Jeezy, you know, Gucci. You kind of bringing the trap music to the forefront.
Right.
But I mean, definitely one of the pioneers. You know what I'm saying, of that. So
yeah. Now, you know, I've never really been a big Gucci fan, man.
Okay.
You know, never. You know, the joint I rocked with him was Pills.
Oh yeah.
You know, I rocked with that, but you know, I've never been a big Gucci fan. You know, I was more of a Jeezy fan than Gucci because I worked his Thug Motivation album when it first came. Man, Jeezy killed him with that joint.
Good, that's another one.
Jeezy murdered him on that album.
Top 5, top 10 is like no bad album.
No. You know, I messed with Jeezy, man. And when he came here the first time, man, and performed at the Landmark, man, we had a ball that night, man. You know, and did the after party, Mr. Bojangles, man, he did his thing, man.
Shout out to
Jeezy did his thing.
Right there,
oh yeah, man. For y'all old enough to remember Mr. Bojangles, you know, but yeah, Jeezy did his thing, man. Excuse me. But you know, if I got to look at some of the West Coast artists, man, always an Ice-T fan. You know,
people forget that he used to rap.
No doubt. He been on Law and Order SVU for so long. You got rap. But really, E40, man, I've been messing with 40 going back to Sprinkle Me with him and his sister Sugar T. Yeah. So.
I remember watching that video
come on, man. Come on, man. You know,
that shit was definitely a bang.
40 is a monster, man. And I've really messed with MC8.
Okay.
King T. You know, whole lot of these cats y'all may not, you know, younger cats may not know, but when you talk about West Coast cats, man,
you know what I'm saying, like
really,
all cats, so.
and please don't ever go to Oakland or the Bay Area and say anything negative about Mac Dre, because you will get your head split open. That dude is like a god out there. You know, rest in peace to Mac Dre, man. You know, he is a god out there. Like, now, I ain't never really been a Big Short fan. Man.
Really?
No, man. Yeah, and honestly, man, I think it was just something about his voice that irritated me. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep it a buck, man. It was just something about his voice that irritated me, man. They're not taking anything from what he's accomplished. I actually met him in Atlanta.
Longevity is dumb in the game
right
now. Like,
yeah,
you know,
definitely.
This shit for a long time.
But I just never, you know, was never a big fan of his. I'm going right back to Freaky Tales. So we going back to the mid-'80s. You know, mid to late 80s. Yeah, some of y'all don't remember that. You know, but yeah, man, you know, hip hop has came a long way in 50 years, man.
Absolutely.
You know, it's come
beautiful.
a long way, man.
And that's one thing, and I am going to, we're about to get into a song, but it's a joint, actually I might play this one next. I think I need to do that since we kind of talking about the influence of hip hop. What is incredibly dope to me is the reach of hip hop.
Right.
So I played a song, I believe it was last week before, from a group, dynamic duo they're from South Korea, right? And there's a song called Good Love. So it's like they're rapping in Korean, you get a couple English words every now and then, but you understood the vibe of the song.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And to me, that kind of lets you know how powerful music is and how far it spreads. You know what I'm saying? Like it's and even down to like the singing on the hook, it sounds like a black, you know what I'm saying, like a black soul singer.
Right.
But I'm saying all that to say, like the reach of hip hop is incredibly dope to me, and it's incredibly beautiful. So with this song I got coming up, I saw this video on, I want to say it was like Facebook, YouTube, and it kind of gave me the feeling of like early 90s like hip hop.
Okay.
The thing is, it is in German. And it's a black German girl that does the song, and incredibly dope. Like she kind of reminds me like the way Brandy was looking on Moesha. Like when you kind of see the video, you know what I'm saying? That's kind of what it looks like. But I heard the song and I'm like, yo, I didn't understand most of the shit that she was saying, but the hook is "Are You Down?"
Okay.
Like that's "Bitch You Down" is "Are You Down?"
Okay.
So I want y'all to check this joint out. This is H.T. featuring Kwame, "Bitch You Down." Y'all check this joint out.
With polka dots, Kwame?
No.
Oh, okay. All right.
Gotcha.
Hey, can you turn the headphones up a little bit?
Gotcha. Let me know if is that doing it? Sound motion.
That'll work. That'll work.
That's one thing I try to do. If I can find something like this, I like playing stuff like this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Just because it's different, man.
You might not understand nothing they saying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, cause like
you still getting like the vibe of the
vibe,
song. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Cause I got this joint I listen to, but it's I guess he's Puerto Rican or something. This kid named Cheo Feliciano. The song is called El Raton. Don't know what he's saying.
It's called what?
El Raton. Cheo, Cheo. Cheo Feliciano. Feliciano. Feliciano or something like that. El Raton. That's the second one. That's it right there. And you know where I got that from? From Narcos.
And see, that's what I love.
Yeah.
Like a show with a good soundtrack.
Yeah.
Because you won't end up finding some jewels on it.
And I Shazam that shit.
See, I love
and it's just the vibe of the dun, dun. I was like, oh shit. And then I found the translation with the words. And what he was saying. Oh shit, that's that shit right there.
Get into this.
That's that shit right there, yo. You know.
We're going to do that one next.
He said she's rapping in German.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man, I like to find the words and translate them.
That's what I'm saying. Like, even seeing the video, it feels like the intro to fucking Moesha or something.
Right.
Like it's giving that type vibe, man. And I'm like, yeah, it's German. You know what I'm saying? Black German people.
Right.
So I'm gonna actually have you introduce this next song.
Oh, all right.
Because you can see what I got pulled up on your screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheo Feliciano. Yeah.
What did I just hit? So that was BigTyme by HT featuring Kwame. And we were talking off air, and like I was saying, this is kind of like the vibe of the music. You may not understand what people are saying, but you still get the gist of what they're saying just by the vibe that's in the song and really what they putting off.
Right, no doubt.
So a song that you mentioned was El Raton
by Cheo Feliciano. He's a Latino artist. I don't know if he's from Colombia or Puerto Rico. I don't know where he's from, but he's a Latino cat, man. And I got hip to this song from the Netflix series Narcos. And when I heard it, was just the vibe of it when it introed, man. And the first thing I did is grab my phone and Shazammed it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, oh, this is my joint right here. Don't understand what he's saying. Can pick up a word or two here, but the gist of the song, didn't know what he was saying till I found the words. Found the translation in the comments. And I was like, oh, but it's just the vibe of that joint, man. And you know, music has the power
It does,
just to make you feel a certain way. It's just like good food, man. Food and music has the power to just change your whole attitude, man. You know, and I got into this song, man, and yo, it's dope, man. You know, so, you know, we want to get into that joint, man. Let's go ahead and get to it. This is El Raton by my man, Cheo Feliciano.
Let's get it.
I was hooked by this point.
Hold on. That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
Make you want to salsa dance.
Yeah, man, I like this. I definitely like this. Actually, we about to talk about that right now. So, G is the one who runs the station, and he's always trying to get people on. Like, he's always trying to find, you know, people trying to do different things.
Right.
I definitely we're about to get into your voiceover, the voiceover thing, you know. And that was El Raton. Cheo Feliciano. That was incredibly dope, man.
Man, yo, just the vibe of that joint, man, make it want to salsa dance, man. Ain't this salsa night Tuesday somewhere, man? Somebody call, let us know. I want to go shake my hips.
Right. Some tacos and some salsa.
And some burritos and quesadillas.
But yeah, that's incredibly dope, man. And that's the thing, like we were saying with music, it's the vibe and the energy that's being put behind it. Like, you don't necessarily have to know what they're saying. It's still that vibe there, man. It still makes you want to kind of groove to it.
That's it, man.
That's incredibly dope. Incredibly dope. So once again, kind of, I guess going back a song or so, the voicemail that was on the joint with Big Pooh. I know we kind of talked about this a little bit. You look into, or you have been doing voiceover work.
Yeah, that's my next venture, man.
So kind of like, what made you want to get into that?
I mean, ever since I've been in the game, man, like I'm going back to 96, 97, people always told me, man, you got a voice for radio. Mm-hmm. And I was like, nah, man, I never wanted to do that. It was never nothing I was really interested in, you know, and not knowing how to get into it, first of all. It was like, nah, you know, I'm going to stick with what I'm doing, man. Rather be behind the scenes on the music stuff, you know, doing what I'm doing. And when Pooh called me about that joint, remember, I did this back in like 09, 2010 or something, so it's been a minute. And when he said that, man, when he sent it back and was like, yo, man, you don't need to change nothing. This is fine. And then after I heard it, I was like, wait a minute, man, hold on. I may be on to something. Now, we fast forward till March of this year. So we fast forward, 12 years? My man, Carlisle in Maryland, called me. He was putting on an event in Baltimore called Jazz on the Rail. Okay. And it was a jazz event he was doing. I think the event was actually in June. And he needed somebody to do the commercial for him. So I was like, yo, you know, what you want me to say? He sent me the flyer with all the pertinent information. So I ended up writing the script. And I ended up, you know, doing the voice work. And was like, yo, okay. I sent it back to him. He was like, yo, this is fire, man. You know, I was like, okay. And then now for the commercial, my son did the video. So he put all of that together. And I was like, okay. So then he called me maybe 3 months later. He just did an event back in October in Greenbelt, Maryland. And same thing. He said, yo, man, got this other event we doing, man. Need you to do your thing, man. I was like, okay. So I said, man, let me get maybe into writing also. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, doing the voiceover is fine. Most, you know, a whole lot of companies or places that come to you with it, they may have the script already written. But in case they don't, you know, I can add that to it so I can increase the check. Because I'm writing and doing the voiceover, not just doing the voice part. So that's what I'm just trying to, you know, get into something different, man. You know, I did the music for so long, which I still have, that's my number one love. But, you know, just like with anything else, you always have to reinvent yourself. Absolutely. You know, like you see the rappers go into movies and TV and writing books and other things. Because, you know, things start getting stagnant, you reach a certain plateau in whatever you're doing. Now, what's the next venture? So for me, you know, get ready, you know, turn 60 in 2 years. This is going to be my next venture. So for 2024, I'm really kind of going to go into it kind of heavy, man. I'm going to try to find me some kind of online class or something, you know, to find out the nuances of writing and doing the voice and really how to get the most out of it. You know, because, you know, people are saying, yo, man, that's dope, man. And I'm talking about people that I've seen that are industry people that'll tell me the real deal. You know, you ain't got to sugarcoat nothing for me. You know, I'm from the old school. I'm born in the 60s. Yeah, you ain't got to be politically correct to hurt my feelings. Tell me the real deal so I can make the correction. Because I don't want somebody to be saying, oh, that's good, that's good. You know your parents, oh, that baby, that's good. Then you give to somebody else and you thinking you like this and they give you the real deal. You be like, holy, you know, and that could, you know, mess up your whole attitude of, man, bump this, man. You know, so, you know, I like people to tell me the real deal so I can go in and make the correction. So by the time the finished product comes out, man, it's the best of what I could do.
I definitely do.
You know, so we just gonna rock with
anybody out there listening, and G already know you listening. But anybody out there listening, man, like I've heard some of the voiceover work, and it's definitely dope, definitely high quality. So y'all definitely check that out.
Yeah, get with your boy, Witch Doctor.
Hey, we gonna get you out here. Yeah. That's what we out here to do. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's one thing I can say with this network. Opportunities are always given. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that is the dope shit about what we do here is people have an opportunity to shine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's kind of like, I want to say, almost regardless of what you do, you know what I'm saying? Whether you have your own business or, you know what I'm saying, you're trying to get into voiceover work or, you know what I'm saying, anything. Like, we have the opportunity to kind of get people at least kind of headed in the direction that they want to go in. Right. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to keep an eye on the inbox. Make sure you keep an eye on your inbox. So, you know, maybe some people hit you for some work very, very soon. So.
Yeah, definitely. Y'all hit your boy up, man. And I know one of them greedy cats, man. I do a couple of joints on the love, man. You know, just to kind of build that resume. So if somebody needs that, man, holler at me, man. We'll work the money on the back end and or subsequent business, man. I ain't greedy, man. You know?
Definitely make sure y'all check them out. And what I'm gonna do before you get out of here, you know what I'm saying, we're gonna make sure you drop all the socials and all of that so people definitely know where to find you.
Oh, let me look the socials up. I know I'm old.
So while you're doing that, what I want to do, like you were talking about the T.I. joint earlier, 56 bars. That was the intro to the Paper Trail album.
Paper Trail, yes, sir.
So, you know, we're gonna go ahead and rock this joint for y'all one time. Once again, this is the Bus Stop. I am your host, Bus Driver. Bus Stop, BigTyme Radio.
had something to get off his chest. Then to follow it up with I'm Illy. Oh my goodness, yo. He was not playing, man. Yeah, that first one.
That's all right. We're going to hit y'all with this joint.
Let it rock.
Another T.I. joint. Let's go. Whenever you get a second, if you could do a drop for me.
Yeah.
And just like you do, if you want to do it on your phone, just send it so we can do it like that.
All right, cool. God, how they treat me, bro. Don't know when they weak me, my wide open jet, baby, be ski, yeah. extravagant Mandarin, Oriental, worldwide traveling. And for real though, you couldn't fuck with me with Brazil hole. For real though.
And that was LETI. Once again, this is the bus stop. We're gonna do. You already know how I do. We're gonna take a quick gas break. Premium petrol only. If y'all know what I'm talking about, y'all know what I'm talking about. We will be right back. This is the bus stop.
Where do you get the commercials from?
I think they're like emailed to like the station.
Oh.
And I want to say it's like I don't know how often.
Oh.
But I know like we get like emails like because the show in the morning we do like the news and all of that like right before we start the show.
Oh, all right.
So all that stuff is just like I don't know exactly what the source is.
Oh.
That's the question that you're asking. Like.
Oh.
But I
Yeah.
don't.
Oh no.
One thing I love doing, and again having the freedom to play what I want to play. I do like a lot of like, so I'll play like the original song and then play whatever song, use like that song as a sample.
Right.
And it's been amazing. And we are back, y'all. Once again, this is the bus stop. I am your host, bus driver. What up, though? We still got the homie Big Will, aka Witch Doctor, in the building.
Yes, sir.
In here chilling, kind of vibing to some good tunes. Like I said, all right. So once again, we talking about earlier some of your favorite artists, and you mentioned, of course, the teacher.
Oh yeah, KRS, man.
KRS.
That's it.
I guess like what how did you get into KRS? Like, what makes you like, you know what I'm saying? What is it with KRS that kind of connects with you so much?
Come on, man. I'm going back to like 85, 86 with My Philosophy, man.
All right.
You know, that album, man. I mean, just the rawness, man. You know, hip hop at that time was in its infancy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And just the rawness, man. The stories he was telling that, you know, anybody that was from an urban area could relate to. You know what I'm saying? These were inner city stories that were gritty, man. And they made them fly, man. It made it to the point where you could like, he's talking some real dope stuff, but I can still get fly to it. You know, I can do my thing to this, man. And it's just the way he put his songs together with the lyric structure, his cadence. You know, the way he was hitting you with bangers and stuff to make you think. See, like, I like rappers that can make you, when they say something, you're like, whoa, you hear what he said? Let me rewind that.
Yep.
Like, you have to stand on the rewind button because it's stuff you like, yo, man, did you check out what he said? Yeah, and if you can't make me do that, man, then, I mean, for me personally, then, yeah, you're okay. You know, and in my opinion, he was an MC.
Absolutely.
There's a difference between an MC and a rapper. And for those that know, they know. You know what I mean? So the way, you know, him and Scott LaRock put it together, man, you know, rest in peace, Scott, man. You know, the way they put it together, man, I just fell in love with what he was doing, man. Then he could rock the gritty street jam. Then he could rock something, you know, to make you think. You know, something conscious to make you proud to be a brother. You know, make you proud to be black, man. The pro-black stance, you know, really took effect several years after that, going into, you know, 89, 90. you know, everybody went pro-black. You know, the red dudes won't play no more. Black cats like me, we got hot then. You know what I mean? The nappy heads was it.
Was out of style then.
Yeah, all the processing, S curls and all that was gone. The naps was in, you know. So I got cute back then. You know, but yeah, man, he just, you know, just the way he puts it together, man, and consistently over, you know, the time he's been in the game up until now, man, he's still putting out bangers.
Absolutely.
You know.
And I got real quick, I do have to shout out Bars Nice. He does have a show on the network, Bars Block.
Okay.
In the last couple of shows that he's had some amazing guests.
Okay.
So I know he had MC Shady.
Okay.
He had and also had Cowboy Keith's sister.
Okay.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying, it's just kind of, once again, like that old school, you know what I'm saying, hip hop, like it's definitely still a lot of people who appreciate the foundation, man.
Right.
And that's one thing I know, y'all already know how I'm gonna do. Going back to Little Brother, that's one thing I really respected with them, is that they understood the foundation and they still rock with that. You know what I'm saying? Like you still put your own, you know what I'm saying, your own flavor to it, your own spin to it. But dope beats, dope rhymes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's really all you need. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what Fonte said. Hip hop is
dope
nothing
beats,
but dope rhymes over dope beats.
You know?
He said hip hop, it ain't that hard.
It's really not. The math is simple. So
yeah. So
but yeah, man. So what we're gonna do? Like I said, we're talking KRS-One. So we're gonna hit y'all with this joint right here. Rappers are in danger.
Yeah.
This is KRS-One. This is BigTyme Radio Network. Bus stop. Let's go. And we do have there's water over there. I've been sitting over here the whole time. And the drink right here, there's some cups over there if you need some water.
This is my joint right here, man. This was like 95.
that was KRS-One, Rappers Are in Danger.
That's my joint right there.
That shit was definitely fire. Definitely fire.
Man.
So one thing I do, like I feel like I mentioned this earlier, I do like kind of pride myself on with this show is to be able to kind of do like, play the original and then, play a song that uses a sample. And a lot of times it's songs that people may not be very familiar with.
Right.
But that's the one thing that I do love about the beauty of sampling. Like there are songs that I love now that I feel like any other way, because of course I wasn't around during the 70s, and I feel like a lot of these songs are like 60, 70 songs.
Right.
I wasn't around then to be able to kind of catch them when they came out, you know what I'm saying? So I do appreciate the use of samples and the use of them in a beautiful ass way.
Right.
So with this one, and I feel like once again, if y'all listen to the show, I listen to a lot of Little Brother. So shout out to I got to give my shout out tonight because Knife is a fucking genius.
He's a master when it comes to it.
Because once again, it's the way that he kind of chops things up. So I'm gonna hit y'all with this original joint, and then we're gonna get into the Little Brother joint. But this is Rainbow on the Ground by Creative Source. Y'all check this joint out. This is The Bus Stop.
Slum Village still together?
They've kind of switched out members. Like, I don't think that any of the members who are members now are any of the original members of Slum Village.
Oh, okay. What else I doing?
He's been doing his own thing for real.
Oh, for real?
He actually did a joint a couple years ago with Crisis, Jericho Jackson. Yeah, that project was pretty dope.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I ran into him somewhere. I met him with Little Brother. I want to say Howard Homecoming one year. And I ran into him, me and him chopped it up, man. He was like, yo, give me a holler, man, blah, blah, blah. You know, this was him. What was the other dude that was with him? The big dude with the gap in his
T3?
T3,
yep.
yeah.
Oh, I'm glad you said that, because I got to play this track now. No, I don't have this shit on here. Just back and forth with Fonte and Elzai on this track. I needed them niggas to do an album together. Like, I needed, like...
Yeah, I met so many cats with them, man. You know, so many cats. And that's how I found out how many niggas really fuck with them. It's like, bro, these mainstream niggas, they fuck with these niggas.
Yep.
But we was in Houston for All-Star Weekend. Was getting ready to start the tour with Dilated.
Oh, ooh, okay.
Right.
Dilated Peoples.
And was that 07? No, that was 06. That was 06, yeah. And they went to do radio. And Wayne was just finishing his interview. And they was coming down hard and they passed each other. They were like, oh, Little Brother, big fan. That's how that whatchamacallit record came out.
That's
on the
what,
Get
okay,
Back
yes. And that shit, oh, my, okay, all right.
Yeah, that's how that came out. And it was like, oh, I really fuck with y'all, blah, blah, blah. And I was a bit, Wayne fan. That was the only time I ain't go to radios. I was there, but I sat on the bus and I was doing something. It didn't go in, man. And they were talking about that's how that record came about. I was in Atlanta with it. They did the Separate But Equal mixtape with Drama, the Gangsta Grill.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
And see, I think that's another thing. That's one thing I love that was highlighted in that documentary. The part with DJ Drama.
With Drama.
You know what I'm saying? It's like understanding. You having a DJ Drama mixtape, nigga. That's a huge
at
fucking
that
deal.
time. A Gangsta Grill?
Like, that's a huge deal.
That nigga would charge you $10,000 for a drop. When he said Gangsta Grizzy, he would charge you $10,000 and you had to add that in. Like, nigga.
So it was like to have a whole mixtape that said a lot right there.
Yeah,
that said a whole lot.
And everybody had a Gangsta Grill show. And when Little Brother, they was like, Little Brother got a Gangsta Grill? What? Yeah, son. That shit, man.
But that lets you know, once again, like, it's not just some regular ass group, you know what I'm saying? This is not,
just no backpack niggas, just
right, like,
underground
it's
niggas, man.
That's even the whole Drake thing.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So for him to say, oh yeah, Fonte is one of the best to do it, whatever. The joint, Think Good Thoughts.
And they told me they did a joint with Drake. This was 07. I said, yo, we did a joint with Drake back in what?
Watch this. I know what joint you're talking about, because that's wait, it's not in here. Hold on.
Have you heard that joint Crisis did with Conway the Machine? That Jesus Crisis joint?
No, that's the thing. Like, I kind of feel like I was a little late on Griselda.
Oh yeah, I think me too. Yeah. But he got a joint with Conway called Jesus Crisis. Yeah, that joint goes hard.
So,
Conway the Machine.
I said that's Kanye Crisis.
Jesus Crisis. There you go, the first spot. Yeah, he got a video of that shit and everything, man. I remember me and Crisis, we was out somewhere, man. And producers, man, just a weird nigga sometimes.
I saw this nigga out in public and didn't know who he was.
For real?
Well, like I was at a Little Brother concert in 2019. He's standing like 10 feet up, like behind me.
Right.
I didn't know who he was.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't know.
That nigga, we was also, messing with some chicks and whatever. And we in the crib and, Crisis starts getting fidgety. Like, I was like, you okay? And I look. I thought, we got to go, man. Well, like, what's wrong? I said, producers get that itch. Like, then they got to get back. Yeah, man, we got to go. Because he's feeling something, man. You can't, this night is not going to go the way y'all wanted to go.
Oh, man, I'm about to play that Drake joint after this. So we are back. That was Shorty on the Lookout, my little brother. Like I said, with that sample, man, that's one thing I do love about producers and kind of like what they do, man. They take an already dope song, in my opinion, and make it into another dope song. And like I said, I kind of feel like that's something that kind of, it goes from generation to generation. Because with the song, The Rainbow on the Ground, once again, I would have never heard that in any other situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it is kind of highlighting, like, sometimes it's very obscure songs. But, you know what I'm saying, just kind of highlighting that shit and kind of giving it to the next generation. So,
no doubt.
And once again, like, I already told you from the beginning, this is going to be a very, very heavy, very Little Brother heavy episode.
Hey, that's what it is, man.
And we were just talking, like, about the documentary once again, and how you have artists like we were saying, Little Brother had a Gangsta Grillz mixtape.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially at that time. I mean, having a Gangsta Grillz mixtape like that was a huge deal. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
so
sir.
For them to have that, and then like we were saying, they got the track with Wayne. You have a lot of artists that are fans of that group. You know
right. And Wayne was a fan.
Yep.
That's how that came about.
Actually, on one of his mixtapes, he ends up spitting over "Loving It."
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just kind of like. It's dope to know that although once again like this group may not be out there like a Jay-Z or whatever, that there's still a lot of people, a lot of fans that they have that really and genuinely appreciate what it is that they do.
Definitely.
And one of those fans is Drake. You know what I'm saying? And I thought that was once again with that being highlighted, I thought that was incredibly dope.
Oh yeah.
And one of my favorite songs that Drake has done is with Fonte and Elzhi. Of course, Fonte from Little Brother and Elzhi of Slum Village. What up, though? And I mean, everybody killed this shit. Everybody killed it. So I'm gonna go ahead and rock this joint for y'all one time. This is Think Good Thoughts by Drake. This is the Bus Stop on BigTyme Radio.
Cause when they told me about Drake, I didn't know who Drake was. Yeah, I got hip to Dilla through them just right when he passed.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
And
everybody.
And even with Dilla, like I didn't realize how expansive his reach was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's and there's so many cats that people don't know who they are and they don't understand how big of an impact they make.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Cause matter of fact, I think we was on the road when Pimp C died, man. When they found him in the hotel dead, man. You know. See, that's what I tell cats, man. This generation now is too worried about selling records. Selling records, man. Get out there and tour, man. Let the people see you.
Because it makes a difference.
You want to get $1 a record, or you want to get 10 grand a night. You know what I'm saying? And I realized that. Listen to an interview with Frankie Beverly. And he said we're not. They never been nominated for a Grammy, if I'm not mistaken.
That's crazy.
Either never been nominated or never won a Grammy. And he was like, we are a performance group. We don't care about selling records. We want to get out with the people. I was like, that's where the money is, man. You know what I'm saying?
And the thing is, and I feel like that's how you keep fans. Once again, going back to Little Brother and watching that, because I went to the joint in October.
Right.
Then when they did the Made in Durham.
Yeah.
And that was one thing that Fonte said. It was like, yo, when you come, like, nigga, we perform.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, and the energy and the love and all that shit that they give in their performances.
Oh, yeah.
That's why you keep making money the way you're making money. That's why you got people that are coming to these shows like they're coming to these shows.
Oh, yeah.
Because you do what you're supposed to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? You're going to sell the records that you're going to sell.
Right.
But you will forever be working when you put out the energy that you're putting out.
That's it,
you know what I'm saying? Like that.
And that's the key. And these cats now charge so much. Like, they're missing out on a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
But I charge $300,000. But you only can do major tours. You can't go do a 2,000 seat club in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
You can't do that.
And those are clubs where you build your fans.
That's where you build your fan base. That's where they're going to be packed out every night.
Mm-hmm.
See, a whole lot. Young boy can't sell out a 20,000 seat stadium by himself.
Not at all.
He can't do it. He has to be on a tour with other cats. Moneybag, yo, Future, this nigga, that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And then really, a lot of those shows selling out.
And that's the thing.
You know what I'm saying?
I doubt it. I highly doubt it. I think this is real quick. This is not the right version that I need. So the show is about to cut off after the.
Oh, okay.
After this, so I want to go into the next joint real quick. This is in Hiding Place is one of the few songs I know top to bottom. Mm-hmm. Like, it's what 3 different people spit on this out there. I feel like I know everybody's version of this. That was Think This Thoughts by Drake. I'm hitting y'all with this other joint. Once again, Little Brother Heavy today. This is Hiding Place. Little Brother featuring Elzai from Slum Village.
Yeah, I remember me and Fonte was talking, man. He was like, yo, man, when they put you with us, I was like, oh, okay. They said a label cat. Okay. He said, man, we was performing. He said, man, I looked over there one night, you on the side of the stage, you was going nuts, nigga. I said, nigga, the shit was off the chain. He was like, yeah, this nigga different. This ain't a typical label, nigga. This nigga is going in, yo. You know, because the music, man, just, like, the shit was incredible, man. And I didn't get hip with him until loving it, because I had to work that record. That was the single we were working off the Minstrel Show album. I never heard of Little Brother before.
And like I said, that's when I found him.
You know, and I was like, oh shit. And I said, this ain't even the dopest record on the album.
Nope.
You know, and I always tell cats, Atlantic fumbled the ball. If they had to put the same level of promotion and money into Little Brother like they did Lupe's Kickback, it'd have been a whole different situation for Little Brother. You know what I'm saying? But they put all that focus on Lupe. Now, I rock with Lupe. That was my nigga. You know, when his MTV Sucker Free followed him around the day of the release of Kick Push. Okay. We was in Chicago. And they followed him around all day to all the events. Because my man we was in front of George's Music Room. You'll hear R. Kelly talk about Uncle George. That's George McDaniels that owns George's Music Room, the music store in Chicago. We out there going in, you know, doing the promo shit. A man calls me after that shit airs, right? Yo, nigga, I'm thumbing through the channels. I'm looking at Sucker Free. Guess who the fuck I see? Who? Yo ass. He talking about, you was in Chicago with Lupe Fiasco? Oh, yeah. I forgot all about that shit.
Oh, yeah. Like it's not a big deal.
Come on, man. Like, you don't really think that when the camera pans you or focuses on that your cut is going to make the cut. Because, like, when I was out with T.I. on the Screamfest tour, the dude, we was out doing our thing in front of the Superdome in New Orleans. We going in, son. All of a sudden, this nigga swings a camera. You know, shouldn't have done that. You done fucked up. I went in, son. After he filmed it, he was like, yo, man, you are fucking insane. I said, yo, man, who you shooting for? He said, man, my name's Kirk. I'm shooting for Access Granted for BET. I was like, word? I said, yo, man, can you make sure that cut makes the show? He said, the only thing, man, I don't do the editing. He said, a 30-minute show is only 19 minutes. I was like, oh, and I'm rushing home. I never even made it home to see the shit, but it did. The cut didn't make it anyway. But he was like, nigga, you are insane, yo. This is in front of New Orleans Superdome.
We're gonna find some work for you. We definitely gonna find some work for you because
you know. But yeah, man, you gotta, you know, people gotta come over and see the live. These artists gotta get to doing a live performance and connected with the people. It always ain't gotta be a 20,000 seat joint. You can't get up close and personal. Them 2,000 seat joints, them 3,500 seat, you know, theaters and shit, man. That's where your money is made. Because you can work more.
I really need to find out if it's really 15 minutes from this part of the album to Joe Scudder's verse on Loving It.
Oh, okay.
I really want to see if it's like, because of course, you know, you get it's Joe Scudder, like when he could, so I really want to know if it's really 15 minutes in between like this part in his verse.
That's a funny dude, man. Yo, we was in Boston, yo.
I'm sorry, we about to come back. I'm about to play this next one.
All right.
Actually, no, we can go get this on air. We're going to get this on air. That was Hiding Place by Little Brother. And if y'all don't know, that was Joe Scudder, who was featured on Loving It at the end of that joint. And the homie Big Will was about to say something about the man Scudder.
Yo, Scudder's my dude, man. For a white dude, he can hold his own with the brothers, man. Big shout out to Joe Scudder, man. But like, I'm gonna tell you something funny, man. We was in Boston, right? We at this spot. Little Brother is supposed to be going on, but somehow the driver bringing him from the hotel to the venue got lost. So I'm on the stage just BSing around, trying to kill some time, right? The crowd, we having fun, but when they don't know you, they come to see somebody. You only got so much time to BS the crowd.
Before niggas start throwing shit and booing your ass.
Yeah, but I'm a BS artist, yo. I'll make it work. I'm looking at Scudder off, to the side of the stage like, nigga, come on, you're the rapper. He was like, no, nigga, you're the rapper. I'm like, yo, man, nobody knows me. I'm the promotion guy, yo. See? And we held it, man, and he's back there laughing, cracking up, man. Him and Christ is cracking up, yo. I was like, oh, y'all dog, you big uncle son. But we had a good time. The people loved him, and we ended up throwing physical albums in the crowd. Everybody there going crazy, man. Then all of a sudden, Fonte and Pooh got there, went straight from the bus, came inside door, and bam, and got on stage, man. Yeah, Scudder, I owe you, son.
Shout out to Joe Scudder, man.
Shout out to my man,
Shout out
Joe
to the whole
Scudder,
Justice League, man, for real. Like, you know what I'm saying? I hope cats is still grinding. I know Sean Don, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Still doing his thing, man. And that's one thing I think he's one of my favorite members, and it's really his voice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's so like distinct, you know what I'm saying? And him doing like Bennifer Duval, you know what I'm saying?
Bennifer Duval,
all those.
Man,
like,
he's a funny dude, man.
It's that kind of, I look forward to that, you know what I'm saying, on a lot of Little Brother albums.
Right.
So
he's DJing now, man.
Okay.
Doing big things. So if y'all ever need a dope DJ, man, look up Finn, Fin, the DJ. Right. That's Sean Don from Justice League. Right. He's doing his thing, my man.
Definitely check that out. Like I said, it's a Little Brother, Fonte, Big Pooh, Justice League heavy episode today. So y'all gonna get this is what's gonna be for the rest of the show, for the rest of the ride. I might change it up a little bit at the end, we'll see how I feel. But we're gonna keep rocking with it, man. And this joint right here, I like the combination of Fonte and Median.
Right, yeah.
And this was off the album Charity Starts at Home, which top to bottom, once again, very, very dope album. And this is Eternally. So y'all go ahead and check this joint out. And y'all can always hit me. We got like another, 30 minutes or so, you know what I'm saying, before we get this bus pulled back in. But for this show and future shows, y'all can always send me a message at 804-215-1555 or call in if you got any questions, any requests. If you just want to tell me I'm just doing a dope ass job and I'm hella handsome and I'm just a great host, y'all can do that shit too. So, like I said, I'm gonna hit y'all with this drink. This is Fonte Median, Eternally.
Oh yeah, I remember that joint.
Drunken brothers, so just us with the fudge.
You ever rock with Zoe?
Oh yeah. So bro, I have a story for you with Zoe. So, of course, I went to the Little Brother joint, right? Mm-hmm. I ended up meeting Zoe. Okay. Zoe is from Detroit.
Right.
There's a cat that I interviewed last week, Saxonville, who I went to high school with. Mm. He has his own band. He's dropped 3 albums. Went on tour with Charlie Wilson, Bruno Mars. Mentored by Dwelle, you know what I'm saying, all these guys.
What happened to that nigga, man?
And that nigga's dope as fuck, dog.
Dwelle was
dope
my
as fuck.
Dude, man.
So he knows Zoe. Knows Zoe. So when I actually met Zoe, I'm like, yo, my man Sax Appeal, you know what I'm saying, whatever, I'm from Detroit too. Right. Oh yeah, that's my man, you know what I'm saying? We chop it up, take the picture. It's just ironic that you mentioned it, just because it's like with what I'm doing now, and you are a part of this, there are so many artists that I want to interview. Right. And I've been running into people that know these people, or people that know the people that know the people. Yeah. And I feel like it's just supposed to happen the way it's supposed to happen, man.
Man. Zoe and Fonte, they always got some dope stuff.
Bro, the foreign exchange is an amazing group. Yeah. I met Nicolay twice. Okay. And amazing, and knowing the story of how they came to be. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy. And it was 2019. No. I got to meet Nicolay, and to be able to tell him how I felt about his music.
Yeah, he's dope, man.
Part of the reason why I'm here today is because of that experience.
Right.
Because it's like I know what it's like for me as a fan. Like, yo, what does this shit do for artists?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? How does it kind of help them or influence their creative process? What is it? Because he was like, yo, I'm not Jay-Z. I don't play 30,000 people's statements.
Right.
But your reaction is the reason why I do what I do.
Right. Right.
When I say that shit changed my life, I'm like, bro, because you're a legend in my eyes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And what they did with that group, that was some legendary shit. He was like, yeah, we were just doing, you know, what we could with what we had. But understand, like, that story in itself.
Oh yeah.
That shit is dope as hell, man.
Yeah. Yeah, they talented cats, man. Cause Fonte called. Okay.
So that was 2019.
Okay.
It's Luke from Dreamville. This was at Hopscotch Festival. So this was the joint where I saw her brother before.
Oh, that's Pooh's artist.
Yeah.
Luke,
yep.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Let me see. 59. Oh shit. What am I going with next? Actually, since she said so, let's get some stuff on.
But yeah, Fonte called me one day. It's probably 2009, 10, somewhere up in there after I got out the game.
So that's Sam J. She was the host of Made in Durham.
Okay.
Of course, Nicolay again.
Right.
And then Zoe.
All right.
And then when I say, like, bro, that shit was, oh my God, that shit was amazing.
Yeah, Tate called me on the, yo, Unc, what you doing, man? I said, nothing, sitting in the crib. Hey, look, man, can me and Zoe stop through, man? We got some CDs we need to autograph, man. And we just need somewhere to sit where we can, you know, be comfortable and sign. We got probably about 200. We just need to autograph them. Yeah, come on by the crib. Yeah. Nigga Fonte come through your kitchen, eat up all your cookies. All your and oh, man, shit. Yeah, gonna do your thing, man. You know, he at home. You'll go in your refrigerator and shit, you know. But that's my dude, man. You know, that's my guy, man. You know. I tell my pops how many Grammy nominated artists you ever had eating up your cookies in your house.
And that's the thing, bro. That is the thing. That is absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? How many times that happened, man?
And that's what I am so thankful for this opportunity. Hold on, let me get this extra. Bad.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was eternally Fonte featuring Media. And like I said, that joint is on the Charity Starts at Home album. If you have not checked that shit out, definitely check that album out, top to bottom. It's an amazing album. So we were just talking off air, and I know you mentioned, which I'm glad that you did. You mentioned so.
Oh yeah, yeah, dope artist.
With the story that you were just telling me, man, like I think the people need to hear a little bit of that one.
Yeah, man. You know, Fonte, like I said, that's my dude, man. You know, matter of fact, on the Get Back tour, that's who I roomed with.
Okay.
That was my roommate on the Get Back tour. And this is probably maybe 2009, 2010, man, after I, you know, got out the game and, you know, the recession hit and music industry took a beat like everybody else. That's how I ended up working a regular job. And he called me, man. They was coming through Richmond, man. I think they were heading to D.C. And he was like, yo, what's good, man? What you doing? Man, I'm cool, you know, chilling. He said, look, man, I'm with Zoe, man. We need somewhere we can sit and sign some CDs. So we got like 200 CDs we want to autograph so we can give to the people. Yo, come on through the crib, man. Yeah, I gave him the directions and everything. So him and Zoe come through. And Fonte's a real dude, yo. This dude, man, walked through the kitchen, saw some cookies on the counter. Oh, so I get some cookies, go in the refrigerator, get something to drink, you know? I mean, he's at home wherever he goes, man. It's like, yo, man, do your thing, man. You know, you're always at home, man. You know, my parents ain't tripping off. You know, you eating up the cookies and all that stuff, you know? So he just one of them type dudes. So he's sitting there, they signing CDs, he crunching on chocolate chip cookies, drinking tea, you know, all of it. Like I said, man, that's my guy, man. That's the kind of guy Tay is, man. You know, what you see is what you get, man.
That's what's up.
He doesn't put on no airs, man. That's who he is, man. That's my guy. Love him to death, man.
And you mentioned Zoe. And once again, yo, if y'all been riding on this bus with me, y'all already know I'm a huge Little Brother Foreign Exchange fan. And Zoe, a lot of people don't know, is the musical director for the Foreign Exchange.
Right.
So of course, you know, with all that talent in that circle, you already know some dope shit is gonna come from.
Oh yeah.
And one of, in my opinion, one of the dopest joints that he's done is the song I'm actually about to play right now. It's Neither One of Us. So it's him, Madison McFerrin, and Fonte.
Okay.
And I don't know if this is one of those songs where I first heard it. I'm like, I was in love with the song the very first time I heard it.
Right, no doubt.
You know what I'm saying? And once again, it is the creativity, it's the love, it's the care that's put into the work that they do that I appreciate and I love so much. So I gotta say what up though one time to Zoe. But y'all check this joint out. If y'all haven't heard this before, you're welcome. And if you heard it before, you're welcome. This is Neither One of Us, Madison McFerrin, Fonte. I'm sorry, this is Neither One of Us by Zoe, excuse me, featuring Madison McFerrin and Fonte.
She ain't related to Bobby McFerrin.
I think that's his daughter.
Oh, okay. He ain't still living, is he?
That I'm not sure.
Hey, is the bathroom somewhere close by?
Yeah, I got you. So actually, what's that? Is that what we can?
Oh.
I still love you. Just a long way from me.
Oh, man. Yeah, I gotta try to reach out to them cats. I ain't talking to them cats in a minute, man. Like I said, them the most fun tours I had, though.
And that was Neither One of Us, Zoe featuring Madison McFerrin and Fonte. So what we're gonna do real quick, we are kind of heading to about to head back to the crib. So what we're gonna do for this last little stretch, this last I guess about 20 minutes or so. I'm gonna go ahead and gas up the bus real quick, and if y'all know, premium petrol only. So we're gonna go ahead and take this quick break, and we'll be right back. This is the bus stop. And we are back, y'all. Put a little bit more gas in this good bus. Go ahead and get us back to all the way back to the crib. Like I said, this is the bus stop. I am your host, bus driver, and I'm still chilling on the bus with my homie Big Will, aka Witch Doctor.
Yes, sir.
What's good? What's good? I hope y'all been enjoying this ride so far, man. And like I said, I mean, we've been kind of talking tours and kind of everything has been that you've had a chance to see, and some of the artists that you had to work with. And hell, man, I appreciate you being here, man.
Hey,
real,
anytime, man. Appreciate you having me, man.
So real quick, what I definitely want to do before I forget about this, tell the people where to kind of follow you at. Like, where can they get this good voiceover work, and you know what I'm saying, if they need advice on trying to become a promoter, where can they reach you at?
Yeah, on Facebook, which the kids tell me that's for the old people. And I'm old. Yeah, you know, y'all can get there one day. On Facebook, I'm under Will Payne, Will Payne, Payne. On Facebook, it's blind, BLIND _Willie, WILLIE _Reynolds, REYNOLDS. On the IG, that is. On the IG. Ain't that what they call it?
So yeah, man, definitely make sure y'all follow him. Y'all check him out. Once again, thank you for being here.
Hey, anytime, brother.
I didn't get a chance to tell the story, and I mean, hell, I'm about to do it now. I've known you for a long time.
Right.
I met you through a mutual friend.
Right.
And one thing you were able to do for me, there was 1 year for my birthday. Little brother, I believe, was in Virginia Beach. No, I'm sorry. No, it was DC. It was DC.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there talking to my homegirl, you know what I'm saying, about, you know, little brother. I'm being my normal fanboy. So, and she's like, yo, well, my homeboy, he was like, you know, basically like one of the managers, you know, for the group on one of their tours. I'm like, word. So she ends up hitting you up.
Right.
And I remember sitting there talking to you like, yo, I'm a huge fan, blah, blah, blah. You trying to go to the show? I'm like, yeah. I remember you picked up your phone. You end up talking to Pooh. And you were like, yo, I got a couple of my people coming through. Like, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you look out for them.
Right.
And it was kind of like, all right, click.
Yeah, hey.
So I go to the show. Of course, I get my name at the joint. I get into the concert. And it was amazing. And I feel like I've told you this before. I want to thank you because that shit not only made my day, it made my entire year being able to see one of my favorite groups in person, and the niggas ripped that shit. Killed it top to bottom. And that was my very first time seeing them in concert.
Oh, word. Anytime, brother.
And that's one concert I would never ever forget. So I get to thank you. Like this is, and people are now understanding like, yo, why I wanted to talk to you. Because I want people to understand the people who are behind the dope shit that's going on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So thank you for that. Thank you for being here, man. I definitely appreciate the opportunity to sit here and talk to you, man.
Hey, anytime, man. You know how we do. And look, funny thing about our mutual friend, when you sent the flyer out, right? I'm gonna put it on Facebook. She sends me the flyer.
Like you ain't know.
I said, okay, what's up? How do you know the bus driver? I said, you country bumpkin, you introduced me to him. I said, jeez, are you that old? You introduced me to him.
Shout out to the homie, though. I definitely appreciate that introduction.
Yeah, homie, yeah, you getting old, shorty. You know, but I fell out laughing, man. Like, how do you know that we went to school together? You introduced me to him hanging out one night. So, oh, man, I was crying laughing, yo. You know, but.
Man, like I said, this has been and I've had some good ass guests. This has been definitely one of my favorite shows. Man.
Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it.
Definitely one of my favorites. So what we gonna do? Like I said, we got maybe roughly around 20 more minutes or so. So I'm just gonna keep hitting y'all with this good ass music. What I got coming up next, since we were kind of in that Zoe era or that Zoe area, if you will, I'm gonna hit y'all with one more Zoe joint. This is Lifelines featuring Dornick. Y'all enjoy this. This is the Bus Stop, BigTyme Radio.
Yeah, she did that shit, man. I was dying, yo.
Terrible.
How do you know Jared? Yo, Crazy Bonker, when he worked in the army, we went and scooped him up that night.
I remember that whole, like...
Yo, I said, yo, shorty, yeah, you getting old, kid.
I don't know if it's, I don't know what it is. If it's mommy brain or what at this point.
They got it. Do you remember you have a baby?
Like,
we need to call CPS on your ass. How do you know? We went to school together. Oh, Lord, I got to give you the story on how you introduced me to him.
So we was at your house.
Yeah, you know. God,
you called me. Like, nigga.
But yeah, that shit was funny, man. You know, I need to go see the baby too, man. I ain't seen the baby 6 months old now, man. You know, you coming to see your niece? Yeah, I can come see the baby, man. You know, but what we eating, y'all?
I'm trying to figure out. I need to get something.
Yeah, man. But yeah, you got a nice thing going on, man. I'm gonna try to talk to my man Spade, man. Spade is a producer.
Okay.
And engineer and all that stuff, man.
I feel like that name has been mentioned
for Rhythm Shack.
I'm pretty sure.
That's the name of his studio. He does a whole lot of commercials and stuff. And he was, matter of fact, he was in a studio in New York. And he was in one room working with somebody. Buster was in another room. And the engineer that was engineering Buster's joint, wife called us and she went into labor. So he had to dip. So he happened to come to the joint with Spade and then was at, he said, yo man, you engineer, man? He said, yeah, that's what I do. Man, can you come engineer this record for me, man? Because my man had to leave. The record was Woo-Ha. Yeah. I was like, wow, nigga.
So
you know?
Spade was on the show, on Bars Night Show this past Saturday.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, cause I'm sitting there. Yeah, just give me a second.
Yeah. He do a lot of stuff with Spade. With Spade and Sty do a lot of stuff. That Hands Up joint, you know, him and Spade did it. I don't know if you saw that video. They shot that video. We shot that joint. I was in that joint. That was during the pandemic. You know, shit. At this joint, you know where the Hoff is on Broad Street, right at Broad and Shepherd, where the beer and bingo joint is.
Okay.
On the corner, right when you get to that light, to the right is a building right there called the Hoffheimer Building. They call it the Hoff.
Okay.
Shot it on the top. It's a rooftop joint, man. Yo, that shit is dope, man. You know, that's where you excuse me, that's where you filmed the video at. Or part of it anyway. You know. Yeah, that shit was dope, man.
I'm sorry, I guess I need to get to this question real quick too.
What is that?
About what sound kind of defined hip hop.
Oh, okay.
And that was Lifelines by Zoe featuring Dornick. So we do have, first and foremost, before I do that, shout out to the homegirl, Monique. She tunes into the show every week, always hitting me with the comments and, you know what I'm saying, just lets me know that she's listening. So I definitely appreciate you. Shout out to you.
Word.
Definitely keep listening. Definitely keep riding with me on this good buzz. I definitely appreciate that. But we did have a question come in. And the question is, what defined hip hop? Meaning like, what sound do you feel like kind of gave, I guess, hip hop like its stamp? Like whether it's like a West Coast style, East Coast, you know what I'm saying, down south. Like what do you kind of think is like the style that kind of like, yo, this kind of solidified hip hop in really in the world for real?
I mean, to me, man, because I'm an old school hip hop kid from the beginning, man, that boom bap sound, man, that East Coast production, you know, that head nod, snap your neck type stuff, man. You know, like I said, the Primo, the Pete Rock, the Bomb Squad, you know, Hank Shockton did all the Public Enemy stuff, man. You know, what's your boy that did the song, the Herbie Love Bug, the Marley Marls. To me, man, you know, hip hop has always been about authenticity. So whatever, you know, style of music you like, whether it's that boom bap production, whether it's that trap music, whether it's that West Coast vibe, man, in my opinion, as long as it's authentic, you know, and you're not trying, as a producer, you're not trying to sound or be like anybody else, then that solidifies the sound, you know, in my opinion. Now, I know, you know, this question is subjective, because everybody's going to have their own opinion. But, you know, like I said, I'm a big fan of the old school, you know, boom bap sound, man. You know, that's what really defined it for me, man. You know, a whole lot of it, you know, new cats. You know, now I'm a big Just Blaze fan.
Oh,
I love Just Blaze.
Absolutely.
Man. You know, and you know, we were talking about you know, DJ Drama earlier. Don Cannon,
Yep.
Man, I mess with Cannon.
Yep.
I think Cannon had the dopest producer tag.
And
that
Cannon, absolutely.
Cannon.
Yeah, because I think what was the joint on Dedication 2.
Right.
The Wayne joint when he did Cannon. Of course, it was him and like a couple other cats, but like just hearing that Cannon, like, oh my God.
Yo, shout out Don Cannon,
absolutely.
man. He's got the dopest joint to me. Then I think Just Blaze to me is my second favorite.
Just Blaze?
Just Blaze, yeah. I rock with that.
And that's the thing. That's one thing I do love with producers. Like, of course, they have their tags, but like Timbaland, you know a Timbaland beat when you.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you know it Just Blaze, or you know almost know an Alchemist beat when you hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love like how certain producers, like, you know them, like, they don't even have to have a tag on.
Right,
you know
right.
that that's
You
shit.
know
You know
that
what
they're
I'm
saying. The Alchemist is dope, man. Matter of fact, he was out on one of the Little Brother tours with us, man, for a couple of weeks. Man.
Okay.
You know, as a matter of fact, he came up with Evidence. Evidence had a solo album out. I'm mistaken, it was called The Weatherman.
Gotcha.
And the Alchemist came out for a couple of weeks because his Evidence hype man had to come off the road for a couple of weeks to go back to LA to take care of something. The Alchemist came out, man.
Okay.
And yo, he's a dope dude, man. You know, everybody knows his resume, man. But he's a cool cat, man. Like I tell artists tour as much as you can. Mm-hmm. Selling records is cool. But who cares about selling records, man? What you getting $1 and a half a record? But you're getting 10, 15, 20 grand and up at night. Yo, tour, man. Connect with the people. Feel that energy. Give people a dope performance. Stop just walking up and down the stage with 12 niggas with cordless mics. Come on, man. Like, don't rap over the record. I don't want to hear the record. Just get the performance track and do your thing, man. Tour as much as you can. You will be surprised at how your pockets look different. Mm-hmm. You worrying about royalties from album sales. You know?
Absolute fact.
And that's the note, what DL said, that's the note from the GED section. You know? But so, yeah.
And I know you mentioned Alchemist earlier. And once again, what I love to do, and I know I've done this song before, but I got to do this shit again. I love the way producers take a track and chop the shit up.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of put their own spin on it. So with this one, this is a song that I was saying, like I heard the Alchemist track, and I had to go back and figure out where the fuck this shit came from.
Right.
So once again, I'm going to play the original, and I'm going to play the Alchemist joint. But I'm going to hit y'all with this joint. This is Free Spirit by Walt Barr. So, once again, one of the joints from the 70s. Right. It's kind of got a little groove to it, but definitely check this shit out. This is The Bus Stop. So watch this.
Alchemist is a cool dude, man. Matter of fact, when he came out with us, this was the first time he'd been on it. You remember when Eminem's tour bus flipped over?
Mm-mm.
You don't remember that? Something like around 05, 06 or something? Mm-hmm. Something like that? The Alchemist was on that bus when it flipped over. When he came out with us, it was the first time he'd been back on a tour bus since that happened, man. He came to me like, Will, how's this driver, man? Because I was on the bus with Eminem that flipped over, man, and blah, blah, blah. The driver fell asleep or whatever the case was. He said, how does no, this dude is good, man. You ain't got to worry about this cat, man. I understand your apprehension, man. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? He was like, yeah, I mean, I'm a little antsy, man. I ain't been on a bus since. And I was like, oh, wow, man. You know, he said, yeah, that shit was bad, man.
That's crazy.
You know, that shit was bad. You know, when we was talking about Travis Barker, you remember that plane crash with DJ AM? It was like 4 people that got killed. Travis Barker's brother, Lil Chris, was on that plane. I met Chris when we was out on that Honda Civic tour because Travis did a Famous Stars and Stripes party in Minneapolis. This when I was over Paul Wall, and he invited us to the party. Yo, y'all come on through, tell Paul, y'all come on to the joint. And me and his brother Chris was talking about doing some cross promotion with Famous Stars and Stripes because he liked what me and Swim was doing. Cool dude. He was one of the ones that got killed on that plane, man. And I was like, I still had Chris's number in my phone, man. When that shit happened, man. I was like, damn, man. You know, that shit was bad, man. You know. But yeah, man. We done seen some shit on the road, y'all. Seen some shit.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what story, you know, you would have been able to tell without getting nobody in trouble.
Hey, no, I leave stuff, you know, I leave the names have been changed to protect the innocent. It's like Dragnet, too. The names have been changed, you know, but yeah, man, You tell a story, just leave certain things out. You know, yeah, man. I don't want to get nobody in trouble. Be like, yo, nigga. Because I had an argument with a girl in Austin, Texas. They went to University of Texas and wrote a story. Came and hung out with her because you wrote for the school. She had a blog. And she wanted to write about hanging out with little brother that day. But she put some shit in that motherfucker. I went back there like, yo, bitch, what the fuck is wrong with you?
This was off the record, motherfucker. Like,
yo, I mean, it wasn't really off the record, but when you're using motherfuckers' names, and these people got family, you talk about, oh, this person was with the, he's the ladies' man because he was with the, and this, yo, bitch. I dug in her ass, but you know who told me, schooled me to the shit? Evidence made it life of being an artist, man. You can, I mean, he said, I respect what you did. He said, man, don't do that shit no more, man. He said, this is being an artist. Things get out there, man. I was like, but yo, man, you know, people got families, people got wives, people got girlfriends, like, and she's putting names in who was doing what and getting kind of specific about certain things.
So yeah, that nigga 6'5", 135, like
hey, yo,
who goes by such and such?
You know, we was
his wife called him this, like,
yeah. She mentioning names and who was doing what with who. No, bitch, you know. Well, nobody reads my blog. All it takes is one motherfucker to read it and repost that shit, you know. But yeah, man, you know, we was in Salt Lake one time, you know, after the show, everybody would come back to the green room or whatever, and it was a ramp that led back to the green room. Nigga, I stood in the middle of the ramp checking IDs. And these two white girls that didn't have no, oh, they know us here. No, bitch, I don't know you.
Right.
Oh, and they wouldn't let us in if we were older. Baby, my first responsibility is to my boys. I don't give a fuck about y'all. You know, so something happened, your claim grand dragon ass daddy. All of a sudden found out you hanging with some niggas. No, bitch,
it's a whole problem.
No, baby, you got to go. Don't be no setup here. Fuck that.
Like I said, you already know how I do. This is Crime Pays, Freddie Gibbs.
Whatever happened to him?
He's still making music. I think he actually just dropped something recently, I want to say.
Well, he beefing with somebody? Jeezy, maybe?
He was beefing with Jeezy for a minute, yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, like his albums with Alchemist, is the combination is dope, man.
Oh, for real?
It's very dope.
Where he from? Gary, Indiana? Oh, okay. Gary's a rough fucking town, yo. Oh, you from fucking Detroit? Yeah, you know, nigga. Shit, I was like, is this little Detroit? Like, god damn, nigga. You know? Did you know a nigga from Detroit named T the Pimp? He was an artist. He used to work records for the labels and all of that, man. Yeah, man, that was my dude out there, man.
Let's see what I'm about to do for this last two. Another about 10 minutes or so. Pays, make it crime pays. Oh, let's go ahead and do that.
Hey, on that, the charity starts at home joint. You ever fuck with that Tigolo for Dolo?
Nigga, yeah. Hell yes. Absolutely.
Nigga. Fonte blanked out on that shit.
Hold on, I don't think I had that shit on here.
Man, son, he blanked out.
And I've seen him do that shit, dog. Like, that was what the dope part was.
That nigga, man. There you go. Yeah, he went in on that shit, man. You remember Crucial Conflict? I ran into them niggas in Atlanta, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, man. I was like, nigga, where y'all motherfuckers been, yo? You know? Shit, I fuck with
in the middle of the barn, nigga. That was that shit when it came out.
Yeah, man. I fuck with them niggas, man.
And that was Crime Pays, Freddie Gibbs. So like I said, we're definitely gonna hit y'all with a couple more joints as soon as I get the song pulled up. We're sitting in here talking. Like I said, it's Little Brother, especially these dudes are lyricists. They have bars on top of bars on top of bars. And with this song right here, I've been able to see this shit perform live. And Fonte killed it.
Like, he goes in, man. Like I said, he blacked out, man.
Y'all gotta listen to this one. Make sure I got your ears open, cause the bars that are coming at you, man. Like this shit is dope. It's very, very dope.
Guard your grill, son.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. So this is Tigolo for Dolo. This is the Bus Stop, BigTyme Radio. By myself. By myself. Even when I'm 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 by myself. Fine, take a look for Dolo. Smile for the camera, nigga. Pose for the photo. Kiss me, I'm Irish.
Flash is the sneakerhead of the group, man.
And I got a chance to meet Flash too.
Man,
like
that's a wild nigga.
And that was Tigolo for Dolo. Like I said, we wrapping this joint out, wrapping it up. If with Big Will, if you could one more time, just hit the people with your socials, so they know where to follow you, where to find you, all that good shit.
We're on the Old People Network, better known as Facebook. That's what the kids tell me. Will Payne, last name Payne. On what's the other? Instagram, blind_Willie, WILLIE _Reynolds, like Reynolds Rap. So just reach out to your boy, man. Y'all want to get some good voiceover work done for your business, for your mixtape, for anything that you're doing, man, holler at me, man. We can work something out. It's not always about the money, man. You know, I'm more about impact over income. Don't let that go over your head now. Impact over income. So let's talk about it. Holler at your boy.
All right, let's get it. And once again, y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram at AKA Bus Driver, on TikTok at AKA Bus Driver 313. Make sure y'all are checking out everything that we got going on the network. Make sure y'all vote. I have the link for the 2024, I believe, Independent Hip Hop Awards. BigTyme Radio has been nominated for Podcast of the Year. So,
word.
Yeah, y'all make sure, and we ain't been around long, but we definitely going strong. So, y'all
right.
definitely get on that website. The link is on our site. Once again, you can also check my social medias for it. Get out there and vote, y'all, because we need them, you know what I'm saying, need them votes, because I want that award, man. That's where I'm at already. So, hopefully we can, you know what I'm saying, y'all get out there and vote for us so we can get that. I am going to hit y'all with a couple more songs before we get up out of here. But I hope that you all have enjoyed this ride. I love driving y'all. I know, you know what I'm saying, y'all have a good time on the bus. If y'all have been smoking on this bus, make sure y'all get y'all guts off my floor. If y'all have spilled any drink, make sure I get that shit off my seats, because I'm a bus driver, not the bus motherfucking cleaner. So I'm glad y'all have enjoyed this ride, man. It's definitely been a blast for me. Once again, shout out to the homie Big Will. Thank you so much for coming through.
Anytime, brother.
It's been a great show, man. Definitely a great show.
Like what you're doing over here, man.
Definitely appreciate it, man. Definitely appreciate it. So I'm like I said, hit y'all with a couple more joints and we're gonna slide up out of here. So coming up, what I got coming up for y'all now is Long Way Home, Down Kennedy. As we're taking this long way home, we're gonna go ahead and get off this bus. So y'all enjoy it. Long Way Home, Down Kennedy.
Yeah, man, it's all right, man. You know?
It's definitely a good time, man. I'm in this bitch 4 days a week.
Hey, man, you got to put the work in, man.
Like, every second I'm in this motherfucker, I love it.
Yeah, you got to put the work in, man. You know? Nothing comes easy, man. You know, everybody wants it to just drop in their lap, man, and happen overnight, man. You got to put the work in, man.
Can I ask a favor of you? Can you take a picture of us before we get out of here?
Oh. Transformer Joan on the back.
Oh, it was Black Panther.
Oh, my bad. I don't know my superhero, man.
A little bit. You want to kind of get in between the joint.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to really see what that is, man. Let me get my pole, but yeah, man.
Hold on to another one? Yes. I definitely appreciate you.
Oh, man.
Let this train right out.
Yeah, John. Yeah, anytime. You want me to talk to Spade, man?
I mean, yeah. Like I said, we had him. He was here Saturday, but I mean.
Oh, he was here. You said bars nights work out of here too. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Like I said, it's a bunch of shows. We got a lot of shows on this network right now.
Oh, word.
And what I love is like, all of them are different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I feel like a lot of it is us playing the music that we want to play, but it's going to be something different from everybody.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like bars, you know, of course, there's a lot of like old school hip hop and stuff like that. Okay. You have Autonomous Vibes, who another one of my co-hosts, Broad Diamond Dame. She does that show. Okay. It's all independent artists. Okay. My homeboy Trilla, he has Trillaway. So it's like you're gonna get more like, it's gonna be more like hood, like kind of music like that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, my joint, like you already see kind of how I do.
Right.
Even with like G in the morning, like a lot of it might be like Boyz II Men or, you know what I'm saying, New Edition, stuff like that. So it's like you're getting a lot of diversity in the network.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like I feel like almost anybody can find a show on here that they're gonna like.
Right.
On Sundays we have Kenny's Divine Connection. So that's the gospel show, you know what I'm saying, on Sundays. Right. Sunday night we got Boss Lady's Box coming. So it's like that's her show, you know, it's gonna be talking about, you know, whatever, you know, women got going on. It's gonna be a bunch of different elements with that. So it's just like I said, it's so many different shows and kind of different type of vibes, and it's like, yo, you're getting everything that you could really want on one network. Right. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So, and with this, man, I just want to see this shit get as big as possible.
Yeah.
As big as possible.
Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yeah. We definitely doing it, man.
I ain't mad at that, huh? I ain't mad at that at all. But yeah, man, we gonna get some vittles, man.
Yes, sir.
Get ready to see Mr. Child in the morning, huh?
Man, I definitely appreciate
you. Anytime, man.
Y'all be safe out here.
All right, brother. Tell the wife I asked you about it.
I got you. I definitely do that.
All right, kid.
It was nice meeting you.
You too.
Yes, ma'am. Y'all be safe.
All right, brother.